Oh, we're live? We're on? Oh, I wasn't ready. Can we start over? No? Alright, fine. Okay, anyways. Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. My name is Jasmine Milliman, and today I am going to be talking to you about wisdom teeth. I'm going to be giving you guys some tips if you are getting your wisdom teeth out soon or looking into getting your wisdom teeth out. And I'm also going to be talking about my experience because it was truly an experience. I do want to put a disclaimer that I do have pictures of my swollen face and my swollen lips, and I may or may not, I may be putting, hello, where are you going? Putting pictures of what my mouth on the inside looked like. It was pretty bruised. I couldn't really open my mouth that wide, so the pictures aren't that great. But I'm going to be putting a disclaimer that there will be pictures, so if you get grossed out about mouths and gums, teeth, anything like that in general, I would suggest you to skip those parts or just don't watch the video. I want you to watch the video, of course, but you know, if you don't like that kind of stuff, then I would suggest you not to watch it. But yes, if you would like to hear my tips that I have for you if you're getting your wisdom teeth out and you would like to hear my experience, then please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below so you can be part of my family, my channel here. I would really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So I have my notes here. I wrote a bunch of stuff down, front and back.
Front and back!
So I'm gonna first go through tips for you and what to expect when you're getting your wisdom teeth out before surgery, during, and after. And then I will talk about my experience. So here we go. I first want to say, if you are like I was when I got my wisdom teeth out, you're probably terrified because that's how I was. I was so scared. I literally was crying and I was praying so hard to make sure that everything was going to go well. I want to let you know though that everything will be okay. I made it. You will make it too. So before your procedure, they will let you know to make sure not to eat anything past 11 p.m., which in my opinion, I feel like that's kind of late. I normally try not to eat past like 8:30 anyways, because I feel like anything past that is a little like really, really late. If I get hungry, I just take some, just drink some water. You cannot wear any jewelry. You can't have any nail polish on your fingers, which I thought that was really weird. I don't see what nail polish has to do with your teeth, but no nail polish, no jewelry. Wear something comfortable, short sleeve shirt, long pants, and sneakers. Can't wear any open-toed shoes. If you are a girl or if you're a man that loves to wear makeup, you cannot wear makeup, unfortunately. Yeah. No makeup. And if you wear contacts, don't wear your contacts. If you have glasses, make sure to bring them with you. And make sure if you are being put to sleep, like I was, make sure you have a DD, a designated driver, to bring you to and from your appointment. So during my procedure, so I got my wisdom teeth out on Friday, May 14th. I'm making this video today. Today is May 30th. So it's been 2 weeks or so since I got my wisdom teeth out. And I finally am not as swollen. My swelling finally went down. I'm still a little swollen right here. And it still kind of hurts when I touch it, but it's not. It's literally, I can push on it now. Whereas before I could not push on it at all. It hurt really, really bad. My appointment was at 8:45 in the morning. So when I got there, they told me I had to call just because of, there's still COVID restrictions when it comes to doctor's appointments. So I had to call when I got there, and I had to wait in the parking lot. And then they called me to go in. And when I got in, they took my temperature. and they took me to the room. They had me lay down, and I was put to sleep. I'm telling you right now, those of you who have already gotten your wisdom teeth out and you are awake for it, kudos to you. Seriously, I couldn't do it. I could not be awake for it. So glad that he knocked me out. So glad. When I got in the room, I sat down. They gave me a mouth rinse just to disinfect. I mean, I brushed my teeth before I went, but they had me disinfect my mouth first. And then she started me on my IV. So they put an IV in for the anesthesia to put me to sleep. And they hooked me up to the monitor and they checked my blood pressure. So they checked all my vitals and everything like that. After they checked my vitals and she hooked me up to my IV, the last thing that I remember is the surgeon coming in and asking me how I was doing, and he had told me that he was going to do his best to get the wisdom teeth out and everything like that, which I will get to. And yeah, that was the last thing I remember. When I woke up, I remember the nurse kind of giving me a little wiggle, telling me that I was done, that I did great, and they put me in a wheelchair, wheeled me out to the car. My husband took me. He was my DD. And I was kind of in and out of it, driving home. I was able to take some pictures, which I will show you in a little bit. That's pretty much it. I was kind of groggy in and out of it the rest of the day. But they will tell you and let you know that you cannot work the day of your procedure and to take a couple of days off from work. So luckily I have weekends off. I scheduled my appointment on a Friday and it was early in the morning. So then I had Saturday and Sunday to kind of recoup. So that was good. The doctor or the surgeon, oral surgeon, they will give you a list of instructions. They look like this. At least this is what mine looks like. Gonna cover up the name at the top so you don't see that. But this is a list of instructions just to turn over. There's more on the back. Please, for the love of God, follow these instructions. They are there for a reason, so please, please, please follow the instructions. They will let you know once you are done. They will tell the person who brought you, which was my husband. He had to bring me to either Wendy's or McDonald's or something to get a Frosty or an ice cream because you hadn't eaten since the day before. So you need, and haven't been put to sleep and everything like that. They want you to get food in your system as quick as possible. So as soon as I got in the car, they told my husband, take her to Wendy's or McDonald's, make sure she gets a Frosty. She needs to get something in her system. We did that. He took me to McDonald's. I got a smoothie there. I think it was like a chocolate shake. It was a shake. Chocolate shake. Obviously, I used a spoon. Do not use a straw. Don't do it. So for the next week or so, until you go to see your oral surgeon again, get used to having Jell-O, pudding, yogurt, mashed potatoes. That is all you're going to be able to eat for the next couple days, maybe week, after having your wisdom teeth out. I would suggest you to stock up on that stuff before you go and have your wisdom teeth extracted. I got all of the foods that I knew I was going to need. Bought a bunch of water. I got Jell-O, pudding, yogurt. I got all that stuff, I think, 2 days before my procedure. Make sure, and I'm going to try my best to look as serious as I can. No smiling, Jocelyn. Please, drink water. I'm serious. Drink water. Here's another tip for you. After you get your wisdom teeth out, you're going to want to sleep upright. Trust me, it will help. You're still kind of healing and everything, so you're still swollen. So all that pressure laying completely flat, at least for me anyways, it put so much pressure on my head. So I had to sleep upright, and that definitely helped. I definitely had the hardest time sleeping, I think, for the first 4 or 5 days. But then after that, I was finally able to kind of sleep flat, and I was able to get better rest at night. So that was nice. They will give you some medication for the pain, obviously. They gave me ibuprofen, 600, and they gave me Hydro 10s. So Hydro 10s, I can understand why they consider it a controlled substance. I do not like how that medication makes me feel. I took the Hydros for the first 2-3 days, and you guys, I was so loopy and so out of it. There was a time where it takes the pain away, for sure. Super duper quick, it takes the pain away. But there was a day where I took it and laid down and I felt like I couldn't move. It was so strong. So it's not necessary. The ibuprofen was perfectly fine. It took the pain away. The medications that they gave me dexamethasone. It's an anti-inflammatory. They gave me amoxicillin just in case of an infection, ibuprofen, and then the Hydros. Do not eat any solids until your doctor tells you. So I had my post-op appointment 3 days after. So I got my wisdom teeth out that Friday, the 14th. So my post-op appointment was May 17th. And when I went to my post-op appointment, he told me I can try to eat some soft foods like pancakes or eggs. I tried eating pancakes and they still kind of hurt, but definitely try to get some food in your system, especially if you're having medications, and drink plenty of water. And then I had to go back 3 days again after that. So I went back again, I think like 3 or 4 days after. Then that was when he told me that I could have hamburgers and bacon and all the good stuff. I could have just normal, regular food. They also gave me a mouth rinse. This is, I'm going to cover up my information though, but what is this? An oral rinse. Oh goodness, okay. This is what it looks like. I'm covering up my information here. And you have to mix, inside the cap here, there is a line where you have to fill. You pour this into a cup and you mix it with some salt water. I had to do that 3 times a day just to disinfect and make sure that there was no food getting stuck in there. They also will give you a syringe, which looks like so. It's got the big curved tip so you can really get back there in your holes. Sounds disgusting, and it is disgusting, to really clean those out, make sure you're not getting any food stuck in there, because we love that. Your stitches, you should have stitches. I got 4 teeth taken out, so I got the 2 wisdom teeth, and then I got the molars next to them taken out. So he did stitch me up a little bit. They were dissolvable. They will fall out on their own. That's it. That is my tips for you. Again, don't worry too much. I know that's easier said than done, but it will be okay. I promise. It will be so okay. I want to very quickly, because my camera is going to die, I want to very quickly talk to you about my experience now. I hope I didn't miss anything with tips there. Yes, my experience. So, oh my goodness. It's not that dramatic. I act like it's dramatic, but it's really not. It's not even that bad. And I went on a Friday, and my husband took me. I was very groggy. I was very nervous. My top wisdom teeth, I got my top wisdom teeth and the molars next to them taken out 2 years ago. And my husband told me not to worry about getting my bottom ones out. He goes, honestly, with your top ones, when you got them taken out, it lasted 35 minutes. Then they called me and said, she's all set. You can come pick her up. But for my bottom ones, my husband told me I was in there for 3 hours. Yeah, long time. So I didn't understand why it took that long to get both my bottom wisdoms and the molars next to them taken out. Before I got my wisdom teeth taken out, I had an appointment to go in and get some x-rays done just so he can see what's going on. He told me, I wish you came to me 10 years ago. Your wisdom teeth are pretty bad. And he had to take the molars next to them because my wisdom teeth were pushing on them so bad that it pretty much damaged the very root of my molars. So he had to take those as well. And He goes, you know, I'm going to do my very best to take them out. I want to let you know, though, that the recovery for your bottom wisdom teeth are nothing like your top. And he was not kidding. It's definitely a lot worse, pain-wise and recovery time compared to the top. My top wisdom teeth, I was eating solids like hamburgers and having good old yummy cereal again, like 3 days after I got them out. My bottom ones, however, I could barely eat that much. It hurt very bad. The inside of my mouth was extremely bruised on both sides, the inside of my mouth, the roof of my mouth, and the back of my throat. The back of my throat was so raw and so sore, it hurt to swallow. My back of my throat was pretty sore for the first 3 days after, so trying to take pain meds, and the ibuprofen, of course, had to be those freaking giant pills. So my husband had to crush those and put them in my pudding, which probably isn't the best, but it was quick enough to get into my system so that the pain could go away. So I got my wisdom teeth out, and my lips were so chapped and so raw. And they even put petroleum jelly, which they slab so much on your lips. I like literally a whole glob of jelly all over your mouth. And that didn't even help because my lips were so chapped and so bad. The corners of my mouth were really cracked and kind of like dry blood on them. They were super duper swollen. My face was extremely swollen. Luckily, I didn't have any bruising on the outside, but the inside was pretty bad. I will show you pictures of what my face looked like as soon as I got done. I was pretty puffed up. My face is so swollen. My lips are swollen.
Where did you get those muscles? I've created my own workout routine that's giving me amazing results.
It hurts. Don't mind my lips, please. Between them being swollen and chapped, but I wanted to show you guys something funny. It's funny, but then it's not funny. You want to see my smile? When I went to my post-op appointment, that was 3 days after, I went in and he asked me how I was feeling, and I was like, I'm still pretty sore. He goes, that's to be expected. And he pulled up my records and showed me my x-rays again. And he said that my one wisdom tooth was pretty much connected to my jawbone. So that's why it took so long. He had the hardest time trying to get it out. And I know he had told me before I got the procedure done that I might have some nerve damage because my wisdom teeth were so close to my nerves. And I think I might have a little bit of nerve damage, especially on this side. On the inside of my mouth where my gums are, I cannot feel anything. It's completely numb. And a little bit on this side, but not too bad. I feel like it's starting to go away. And I did do some research, and they say sometimes that happens, and not to worry too much, that sometimes the nerve feeling will come back after 6 months or a year. So hopefully it won't last for too much longer. Yeah, I'm pretty numb over here. I can't really feel anything. I didn't realize that my wisdom teeth were that bad. I knew they hurt me really bad, but I didn't realize that they were that bad. But I'm glad that I got them out. They needed to come out either way, so I'm glad that I went through with it and got it done. Yeah, the reason why I keep stressing, I'm not going to go into detail, but dehydration is no joke. Please take it seriously. Please take care of yourself. If you're taking medications and you're not eating that much, even though it might hurt, once your doctor says that you can have food, please eat. Even though it may hurt just a little bit, you got to get something in your system, especially if you're taking pain meds, and please drink plenty of water. Cannot stress that enough. Take care of yourself. Please, please, please. I had my first post-op 3 days after, and then I went back again 3 or 4 days after that, and I was having the worst jaw pain ever. I can't even explain it. It's not even like, I mean, I've never got punched in the face. I mean, that's a lie. My daughter accidentally kicked me once, but it hurts worse than that. There's so much pressure and pain in your jaw. I had so much pain that it was leading to my temples, and I had so much pressure here, it gave me a migraine. And for those of you who have constant migraines, I don't know how you do it. It was so bad. The only thing that helped take that pressure away and take my migraine away was heat. I put a heat pack on my head, and I ended up falling asleep. And when I woke up, I still had a migraine, but it wasn't as bad. I just kept putting the heat pack on my head, and that helped to kind of relieve that pressure, kind of relax the muscles in my head. When I went back again for the second post-op, I told him I've been having a lot of jaw pain, and he took a look at it, and I had a dry socket, of course. So he ended up cleaning it out, suctioning all the food out, washing it, and he ended up packing some of this brown stuff. I will show you. He gave me this brown stuff. It legit looks like poo. Kind of looks like that on the inside here. It is the most disgusting taste, but let me tell you, it takes the pain away like that. It is like a, what is it called? Eugenol. It acts as an anesthetic. So it really helped with my dry socket. He ended up packing some gauze in there, which that hurt a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, having him pack gauze in there. But literally 5 minutes after, it felt so much better. And then of course I had to go back again. The gauze eventually will fall out. So that's what happened with mine. It fell out. And then when I went back again for him to take a look, I told him it feels so much better. And he's like, woohoo, now we can have a party. Yeah, the dry socket is no joke. That hurts so bad. If you don't know what dry socket is, I probably should explain that. Dry socket, normally when you get, teeth taken out, you will start to form a blood clot. Dry socket is when that blood clot comes out and kind of is exposing the nerve and the bone, and it hurts. It's not fun. Hopefully, the feeling will come back there. I'm assuming it will. I'm still here, thank God, and it all went well. And I'm finally able to, yesterday was my, when you're watching this, I guess it doesn't matter, but I had a cheeseburger, and it was the most delicious thing in this world. It was so good to eat normal food. That is my experience with getting my wisdom teeth out and some tips for you, and hopefully this helps if you are getting your wisdom teeth out. Please, I hope I didn't scare you if you're getting your wisdom teeth out. Everyone's experience is different. Again, don't be scared. It's gonna be okay. And I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys. I do remember, however, my husband doesn't remember, but I want to say I asked him that if I could have chocolate, and he's like, I don't think that's a good idea. I was like, I want chocolate, and he's like, no, you can't have that. And then the area where my surgeon was, there was a lot of construction going on. So I remember kind of hearing something, and I think I said, oh my gosh, are we having an earthquake? And my husband doesn't recall it because he was focusing on the road, but unless I dreamt it, that could be a possibility. Everything's a blur from that day. I don't know.